Witam Cię na kanale First Class English. Znajdziesz tutaj słuchanie na poziomie A1, A2. W opisie odcinka będzie opis szczegółowy słownictwa, które zostało tutaj użyte. Zapraszam do słuchania historii The Secret of the Old Clock. Part 1. A New Beginning. Tom is 30 years old. He lives in a small, quiet town in England. Tom loves old things. He likes old books, old furniture, and old pictures. Every Saturday morning, Tom goes to the local market. The market is big and busy. People sell clothes, food, and old items. One Saturday, the weather is cold and rainy. Tom walks around the market with a warm coffee in his hand. Most shops are open, but one small shop is in the corner is very quiet. An old man with grey hair and big glasses stands behind a table. On the table, Tom sees something interesting. It's a small wooden clock. The clock is dark brown with beautiful gold flowers painted on the side. It looks very old. "Hello," Tom says. "How much is this clock?" The old man smiles slowly. "Good morning, young man. This clock is special. It's £20. £20 is cheap for such a nice clock. Tom looks at his wallet. He has £30. "I'll take it," Tom says. He gives the money to the old man. "Thank you," the old man says. Then he looks into Tom's eyes and whispers, "Be careful at night. The clock has a secret." Tom laughs. "A secret? It's just a clock." He puts the clock in his bag and walks home. Part 2. The Mysterious Sound. Tom lives in a small apartment on the second floor. His apartment has a kitchen, a bathroom, a bedroom, and a living room. He puts the new clock on a shelf in his living room next to his books. The clock does not work. The hands do not move, and it does not make any sound. That's okay, Tom thinks. It's just a decoration. Tom cooks dinner, watches a film on TV, and goes to bed at 10 o'clock. At night, the apartment is very windy. Tom is fast asleep, but suddenly, at midnight, he hears a noise. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Tom opens his eyes. He looks at the lamp next to his bed. He's confused. Is that the clock? He asks himself. But the clock is broken. He gets out of bed and puts on his slippers. The floor is cold. Slowly, he walks into the dark living room. He turns on the light. The clock is on the shelf. The hands are moving. It is 12 o'clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Then the clock stops ticking. A small door on the back of the clock opens by itself. Tom's heart beats fast. He reaches out his hand and looks inside the clock. Part 3. The Silver Key. Inside the clock there is no motor. There are no batteries. Instead, there is a small piece of paper and a little silver key. Tom takes the paper and the key. The paper is old and yellow. There is a message written in black ink. Go to the big oak tree in the park. Look under the bench. Open the green box. Tom reads the message 3 times. This is crazy, he thinks. It is midnight. It is dark and raining outside. But Tom is very curious. He cannot sleep now. He puts on a warm coat, his boots, and takes an umbrella. He puts the silver key in his pocket. Then he leaves his apartment and walks to the park. Part 4. The Park at Night. The park is near Tom's house. Usually, the children play here and people walk their dogs. But at night, The park is dark and scary. The wind blows through the trees, making strange noises. Tom walks carefully on the wet path. He looks for the big oak tree. Finally, he sees it. The oak tree is huge and very old. Under the tree, there is a green wooden bench. Tom kneels down on the wet grass. He looks under the bench. At first, he sees only leaves and dirt, but then his hand touches something hard. It is a small green metal box. It is dirty, but it has a small keyhole. Tom takes the silver key from his pocket. He puts the key into the keyhole and turns it. Click! The box opens. Part 5. The Discovery. Tom opens the green box slowly. Inside there are 3 things and an old white photograph of a family. A letter dated from 50 years ago, a gold ring with a red stone. Tom holds the photograph. In the picture there is a young boy, a mother and a father. The young boy in the picture looks familiar. Tom reads the letter. It says, "To my son, David, if I find this box, I'm sorry. I hid your mother's ring here to keep it safe. I hope you find it one day. Love, Dad." Tom remembers the old man at this market. His name was written on his shop sign. David's Antiques. "David!" Tom exclaims. "The old man at the market is David. This is his family's secret." Part 6. Happy Ending. The next morning, the sun is shining. Tom wakes up early, takes a quick shower, and drinks a cup of tea. He puts the green box in his bag and walks quickly to the market. The market is busy again. Tom walks straight to the quiet corner. The old man is there, sitting on a chair, looking sad. "Good morning, David," Tom says. The old man looks up, surprised. "How do you know my name?" Tom takes the green box out of his bag and puts it on the table. He opens it. "My mother's ring," David said softly. "My father hid this 50 years ago. I looked for it for many years, but I never found it. How did you find it?" "Your clock showed me the way," Tom says with a warm smile. David grabs Tom's hand. "Thank you, young man. You have given me my happiest memory back." David tries to give Tom some money, but Tom refuses. "Keep your money," Tom says. "The adventure was the best present for me." From that day on, Tom and David became good friends. Every Saturday, Tom visits David at the market. They drink tea together, and the old wooden clock on Tom's shelf never ticks again because its job is finally done. The end.